Hey everyone, it's Mayan, fashion consultant and owner of MYN Image, and also creator of the MYN Style Box. I went shopping the other day and I was inspired by what happened, so I wanted to create a video just to kind of give you guys a couple tips for when you go shopping on your own. I was perusing the shoe section. I'm always on the hunt for out of season items on the sale racks and possibly, returns and things like that. Right now, the summertime is the best time to buy sweaters and boots. So I was kind of looking for, just a classic flat, I know, flat boots. Can you imagine me wearing flats? But yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to kill myself, so I'm looking for some cool flat boots. So I'm walking up and down and I see this box that it says BCBG Generation. And at this particular store that I was shopping at, most of the time the Generation items, or shoes rather, are, between 28 and 48 bucks. So I'm like, okay, this could be like a total score. So I get closer and I see like the harness on over like the instep, and I see the buckle and I'm like, wow, that's really expensive looking. So I get closer, I touch the boot, and I'm like, no, this is not Generation. Like immediately, just on the feel of the leather, I'm like, there's no way this is Generation. Pull it out of the box, I'm like, whoa, it's like super heavy, and immediately I'm like, there's absolutely no way this is Generation. So I'm looking at it. Of course, like I did the leather like smell test, and it smelled heavenly. It was butter soft leather. So I'm looking all around. I'm like, okay, who is this boot, So on the zipper pull, there it was, Gucci. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, folks. Gucci. Gucci boots. Black leather. I want to kind of say they were motorcycle inspired, but it wasn't that tough. It was a boot that, like, you could have forever. So it was a great price. The jury's still out on whether I'm going to get them. There's a couple of things with them that I will make another video about, telling the quality of a garment, which I'm going to do today. But the other video that I want to make for you guys is talking about kind of how retail works as far as like damages and things like that. So I wanted to make this video because I can spot a quality garment from a mile away. So here's 3 quick tips that you can kind of take along with you on your next shopping trip. So the first thing I want to talk about is fabric. There are a lot of synthetic fabrics out there, and I don't want to like diss any synthetic fabric whatsoever, because there's some great polyesters, there's some great modal, there's some great items, garments made with rayon and things like that. What you want to look for when you are feeling a fabric, does it feel good to you? Like, does it feel like something that you would want on your skin? Firstly. Secondly, about the fabric, you want to turn it, if it's a print especially, turn it inside out. If the inside of the fabric is like white and you can kind of see the print on it, that means it's screen printed, and it may or may not be the best option because sometimes screen print can fade. Sometimes in like some cases, like it literally like peels off. So you kind of want to be leery about that. Obviously the price should also reflect if it's, not such a high quality fabric. And in the same vein about fabrics, kind of, is the prints and the stripes, especially in tops, well, and bottoms as well. What you want to do is you want to look at the seam, and you want to, in a high quality garment, the stripes are going to match. The stripes are going to match on both sides on a top. They're going to come together on the sleeve. It may not match perfectly. Like, it may not match like horizontally, but in some kind of way they need to match up. It doesn't need to be like off, you know what I mean? The stripes. Same thing on a pant. It should match on the inside seam and the inseam and the outseam as well. One other quick tip that I didn't like write down on my little cue card here was to actually look at the seams themselves. Are the seams like finished, or is there like little pieces of string like dangling off? Is the seam like straight on the inside, or is it like jaggedy? That'll also tell you whether, it was, you know, kind of fed through the machine by hand, or whether, you know, it was just like mass produced, like super quick. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying like a $3 top if you're only going to wear it a couple times anyway, so who cares? But, and then the last thing is weight. Obviously, silk is super light, but like those boots, when I picked them up, I knew because they were heavy. The sole was like leather. I knew that it was a quality shoe. Now there is, you know, cork. There are always exceptions to the rule. But normally when you pick up a shoe and it's light as a feather, especially if it's like a high heel or something like that, you might check the balance, and you need to check the sole and make sure that like all of it's like together, kind of pull on the straps, you know, and make sure that it's not coming, you know, apart from the sole or anything like that. So I hope that these tips will help you in your next shopping excursion. Kind of seek out, you know, some quality items, whether you're shopping, you know, at a fast fashion store or an outlet store. I hope this helps you. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.